I cannot tell you how scared I was to walk away from my W-2 job. And that W-2 job was ministry. So when I think about the word legacy, which I have all sorts of opinions on how people use the word legacy, when I think about my own legacy, I want it to be defined by Jesus Christ. So it was really weird going against the grain when I'm sitting here thinking, I've been in ministry for 20 years and I'm leaving traditional ministry to go be a business entrepreneur, but my heart is very much still aligned and wanting to share Jesus with any and everybody I come in contact with. But the biggest fear was the comfort, the lack of knowing what would happen next, the unknown. I was battling both of these things where I'm sitting there thinking, okay, I have the comfort, this false comfort. I have my W-2, I have my insurance, I have my retirement, and I at least have the job title of my legacy must be good or healthy because I'm a pastor. But the Lord was leading me to something that was unknown. It's so much like Jesus when he says, step out on the water, step out of the boat, do this thing that is scary and trust me with it. And during that time, he even gave me a song called Learning to Trust You. And the Lord really spoke to my heart of, you say you trust me, but you need to show me that you trust me. Be a doer of what you say. Stop talking about it. Let's do something. You don't have to answer to anybody else. I answer to one person, and that is Jesus Christ. This idea of legacy for me, I really battled that for a while because I was sitting there thinking, I'm walking away from everything I've known, and this appears, I'm sure, a lot of different ways to a lot of different people. But the bottom line was I needed to do what was true to my heart, true to my convictions, and do the hard thing. Hard makes you better. And so I knew that I needed to step out of the boat and say yes to Jesus. What's weird is there's a lot of controversy in the church, especially today in our culture. You have a lot of pastors who become career pastors, and a lot of people, they think, hey, I'm a Christian. I don't know what else I'm gonna do, so I might as well go work at a church. And that's not what God's called us to. He's called us to go and make disciples of all nations. And we can't do that if we're always inside the confines of a church building. First of all, the church is a community of people, believers gathering in the name of Jesus. So that can be done at a home, that can be done in a parking lot. It doesn't have to be at a place that just has a steeple on it and it's called church. And so my legacy and what matters to me is making sure that I'm building the name of Jesus everywhere that I go. My desire is to do ministry everywhere I go. When I'm going to the gas station, when I'm going to the grocery store, when I'm eating out, that I'm showing that love of Jesus to everyone, because that's a legacy that will last forever. It's not going to be people talking about Tyler Hennessy. If they get impacted by Jesus and they've come into a relationship with him, it will change every aspect of their lives, their families, and their children, and for future generations. And to me, that is the greatest legacy I could ever ask for. So now, I'm actually really glad I took that step. I labored over it for so many years, and as soon as I was obedient, I experienced this peace, which I can't even explain to you. Yes, things are still hard. Yes, they're still unknown, but I embrace it in a way of knowing that I'm being obedient to what God's called me to. And I want to be stretched every day. I want to grow. I want to be sanctified and growing in Jesus. And so if any of this has been of value to you, please like and subscribe below and follow me for more content.